They got married in Tennessee, where there is no time limit for a spouse to become eligible.
And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer.
We dive deep into a story that has shocked the sports world and sent ripples through the lives of fans, teammates, and of course, the athlete at the center, Travis Hunter. Known for his incredible talent and dedication on the field, Travis has been facing a personal storm that has now spilled into his professional life. Sources close to the situation reveal that Travis has been humiliated by his own teammates, and the reason is deeply personal and incredibly painful. Reportedly, his wife was unfaithful, and the betrayal involves another member of his team. In this video, we're going to break down the story, explore the emotional and professional consequences, and take a closer look at how such a scandal can impact both a player's career and mental health. Travis Hunter has always been admired for his discipline, focus, and commitment to the game. Fans, coaches, and fellow athletes recognize his talent and potential to dominate on the field. But behind the scenes, according to sources, his personal life has become a source of public humiliation. The very teammates who were supposed to have his back have allegedly turned against him, using his private heartbreak as a reason to ridicule him. Reports suggest that whispers, jokes, and even social media posts began circulating in the locker room, targeting Travis and making him the subject of cruel mockery. For someone like Travis, whose life revolves around structure, focus, and trust, this environment has been nothing short of devastating. Imagine stepping into the locker room after a grueling practice, expecting the usual camaraderie, only to feel the weight of laughter and whispers directed at you. That's reportedly what Travis has been experiencing. Teammates, aware of his personal betrayal, allegedly began making jokes at his expense, turning what should have been a sanctuary for focus and preparation into a theater of humiliation. The emotional toll of this kind of public ridicule is immense. Sources say Travis often isolates himself, finding solace only in the quiet moments alone, trying desperately to separate his personal pain from his professional responsibilities. What complicates the situation further is the involvement of his wife with another teammate. The betrayal is not just personal, it's entangled in the very fabric of the team. Teammates who were once trusted colleagues now occupy a strange dual role, both fellow players and participants in Travis's emotional pain. This blurring of lines between professional and personal life has reportedly created tension throughout the locker room, making it difficult for Travis to feel safe or supported in what should be one of the most structured and disciplined environments in his life. According to insiders, the stress has started to affect his concentration, his energy during practice, and even his confidence on the field. Sources reveal that Travis has confided in friends and mentors, expressing a mix of disbelief, anger, and heartbreak. Conversations reportedly went something like this: "Travis, I can't believe she did this, with him of all people." Friend/coach, "I know, man, but you have to focus on what you can control. Your game, your mindset, your future." Travis, "It's hard when the people who should support me are the ones laughing at me." These moments reveal the psychological weight of the situation. It's not just betrayal, it's humiliation, it's the feeling that your pain has become public entertainment. Every joke, every whispered comment, every subtle smirk from a teammate serves as a reminder that he's navigating personal anguish while also trying to maintain the professional composure demanded of him as an elite athlete. The impact on the field cannot be understated. Athletes like Travis are trained to maintain focus and composure under pressure, but emotional turmoil can interfere with even the most disciplined minds. According to insiders, Travis has found himself distracted during critical plays, second-guessing decisions, and struggling with the mental strain of knowing that teammates, whom he once trusted implicitly, have turned his personal heartbreak into fodder for ridicule. This is not merely locker room gossip. It's a profound challenge to his professional identity, and it underscores how intertwined personal life and career can become for public figures. Fans have taken notice too. Social media is filled with speculation, some expressing outrage at the alleged behavior of Travis's teammates, while others debate the morality and context of his wife's actions. Online commentary, while sometimes supportive, has also amplified the scrutiny and pressure on Travis. Every post, every comment, every rumor adds layers to an already complicated emotional burden. The reality for athletes like Travis is that personal setbacks can no longer remain private. The public eye magnifies every mistake, every heartbreak and every moment of vulnerability. Sources close to Travis say that he has been pouring himself into extra hours of practice, training alone, trying to regain a sense of control and normalcy. Yet, the emotional trauma persists. Isolation has become a coping mechanism, and while it allows him to focus, it also underscores the loneliness of his position. He is surrounded by teammates who are part of his life's betrayal, and while he seeks refuge in his athletic dedication, the locker room environment continues to be a source of tension and humiliation. This story raises larger questions about trust, loyalty, and ethics in sports. The relationship between teammates is meant to be one of support, respect, and shared effort, both on and off the field. When personal betrayals intersect with professional dynamics, the consequences ripple far beyond one individual. In Travis's case, the alleged betrayal by a teammate and spouse has created a toxic environment that impacts not just his performance, but also the cohesion and morale of the team as a whole. Experts in sports psychology emphasize that emotional well-being is crucial for peak performance, and situations like this threaten both personal health and professional success. Insiders claim that the jokes and whispers are not occasional, but ongoing, creating a persistent atmosphere of tension and discomfort. For an athlete used to structure, discipline, and mutual respect, this is more than an emotional setback. It's a direct attack on his sense of belonging and trust within the team. Every day, every interaction becomes a test of emotional resilience. According to sources, Travis has spent nights reflecting on loyalty, friendship, and betrayal, questioning how those closest to him could treat him with such disregard. Yet, he continues to show up for practice, demonstrating a level of professionalism and dedication that speaks volumes about his character. However, Travis Hunter has long been celebrated not only for his athleticism, but for his focus, discipline, and ability to balance the intense pressures of professional sports. Yet, according to sources familiar with his personal life, the alleged calls from his wife are testing his patience, emotional resilience, and ability to concentrate on football. These calls, reportedly coming at all hours of the day and night, are said to center around demands for property, including shared assets, homes, vehicles, and potentially other investments. Friends and teammates reportedly described Travis as visibly stressed and increasingly distracted by these ongoing disputes, which are not just private matters but increasingly public because of his fame and the scrutiny of social media. Imagine being at the top of your game in one of the most competitive sports in the world, only to have your phone ring constantly with demands and confrontations that pull your focus away from training, team strategy, and game preparation. Sources claim that Travis has been receiving these calls with alarming frequency, each time presenting new challenges and demands regarding property and assets. These are not brief or simple conversations. According to insiders, the discussions are intense, emotional, and often leave Travis drained and anxious. The nature of these calls reportedly forces him to weigh every response carefully, as any misstep could be perceived as weakness or could escalate legal or personal tensions. The alleged property demands reportedly range from jointly owned real estate to high-value vehicles and potentially other financial assets. While the exact nature of these demands remains private, the recurring theme, according to sources, is a persistent pressure to transfer or relinquish ownership of property. Legal experts familiar with similar high-profile disputes emphasize that such scenarios are fraught with both financial and emotional complexity. For a public figure like Travis Hunter, the stakes are amplified. Every call, every message, and every negotiation carries the potential to affect not only his personal life, but also his professional reputation, his standing with teammates, coaches, and even sponsors. In this environment, managing the dispute requires a delicate balance of legal strategy, emotional control, and public discretion. According to insiders, Travis has confided in close friends and advisors about the emotional toll of these frequent calls. One reported conversation went something like this: "Travis, it never stops. Every day there's another call, another request. I can't even get a full night's sleep without worrying about what's coming next. Friend, you have to protect yourself, Travis. Make sure your boundaries are clear and don't let it consume you. Travis, I know, but it's hard. Everything I've worked for feels like it's on the table, and there's no end in sight." These conversations highlight the emotional strain of navigating personal disputes under the microscope of public attention. While friends encourage Travis to set firm boundaries and seek legal counsel, the psychological weight of the situation reportedly lingers, affecting his focus, confidence, and emotional well-being. Experts in family law note that disputes over property in high-profile marriages can escalate rapidly. Shared homes, luxury vehicles, and financial investments become points of negotiation, leverage, and sometimes conflict. Sources indicate that Travis is reportedly consulting with legal and financial professionals to ensure that his assets are properly protected while he navigates these ongoing demands. The combination of legal pressure and emotional strain, according to insiders, is a significant challenge for Travis, whose attention to his career and personal goals is now being tested in ways that go far beyond the football field. This story also underscores a broader issue faced by many public figures: the intersection of personal life and public scrutiny. For Travis, every action, whether responding to a call or addressing a public comment, is magnified. Fans and social media users dissect each update, rumor, or report, often adding pressure to already tense situations. Sources close to Travis suggest that he has been attempting to maintain discretion, limiting interactions to necessary conversations, documenting communications, and seeking advice from trusted advisors. Despite these efforts, the repeated calls reportedly continue, creating a persistent cycle of stress and distraction. Friends and insiders describe Travis as taking extraordinary steps to protect both his emotional health and professional focus. This includes answering only when necessary, consulting legal counsel before any engagement, and relying on trusted support networks. Even with these measures in place, the persistent calls reportedly create a sense of unpredictability and ongoing pressure. Sports psychologists note that this kind of stress can have tangible effects on performance, including reduced focus, sleep disturbances, and heightened anxiety. For an athlete competing at the highest levels, even minor distractions can have major consequences. Fans have weighed in online, sparking intense discussions on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and fan forums. Some express sympathy for Travis, emphasizing that no one should have to endure ongoing emotional and financial pressure while striving to excel in a high-stakes career. Others debate the intentions and motivations of his wife, sometimes speculating publicly about the nature of the requests and the dynamics of their relationship. While opinions vary, the underlying reality is that Travis is managing a highly complex, emotionally charged situation while also maintaining a professional persona that demands excellence and composure. The situation is emblematic of the challenges faced by public figures who must negotiate private disputes under the unrelenting gaze of the public eye. The emotional weight of these ongoing interactions cannot be overstated. Even brief interruptions can undermine focus, and the continuous nature of the calls reportedly contributes to heightened stress and emotional fatigue. According to insiders, Travis is taking steps to protect his mental well-being, including consulting with counselors, leaning on trusted friends and advisors, and carefully documenting every interaction. Yet, despite these precautions, the frequency of the calls reportedly creates an environment where complete disengagement is nearly impossible, forcing him to confront these challenges almost daily. Online, reactions are varied and intense. Some fans express deep sympathy for Travis, criticizing teammates for turning personal heartbreak into ridicule. Others are more judgmental, debating the morality of his wife's choices or even questioning Travis' response to the situation. Social media has become a magnifying glass, exposing every aspect of his private life and amplifying both scrutiny and support. This duality, public criticism and empathy, adds to the complex emotional landscape Travis must navigate daily. At its core, this story is about resilience, trust, and the human side of professional sports. Travis Hunter's talent on the field is undeniable, but this situation reminds us that even elite athletes are vulnerable to heartbreak, humiliation, and emotional stress. The intersection of personal betrayal and professional responsibility creates a unique kind of pressure, one that tests both mental fortitude and character. As Travis navigates this storm, fans are watching closely, not just to see his athletic performance, but to witness how he overcomes personal adversity in the face of public scrutiny. Sources indicate that Travis is determined to rise above this humiliation. He continues to train, focusing on what he can control and demonstrating a resilience that sets an example for athletes and fans alike. While the emotional wounds are deep, the commitment to his craft remains unwavering. This is a story not just of scandal or betrayal, but of endurance, perseverance, and the human spirit's ability to confront adversity head-on. Travis Hunter's journey is a reminder that personal pain and professional success are often intertwined, and overcoming such challenges requires extraordinary strength and determination. In conclusion, Travis Hunter's story is about more than just gossip or scandal. It's about trust betrayed, teammates' loyalty questioned, and the emotional resilience required to face both personal heartbreak and public scrutiny. As this story continues to unfold, fans are watching not just for drama, but for proof that Travis can navigate this storm with dignity and focus. What do you think? Should his teammates apologize and support him, or is this part of the harsh realities of professional sports? Share your thoughts in the comments below.